In this way, the composition of the text is against the Western understanding of linearity, so it is non-linear. In addition to that, Glissant avoids punctuation and superposes time levels. And this as well creates a real discontinuity of the text. So the text is really dense and complicated. It seems that as he has no order and is really chaotic. But this structure seems to be really, so not only a kind of artificial construction of a text, but it seems as if this text composition is really, really necessary to a Caribbean author, if it was really Caribbean. So Glissant stresses that he needs parentheses to breathe. This is in the next quotation, you will see that. J'abuse des bienheureuses parenthèses, c'est ma manière de respirer. Do you need a translation or?
Just please.
So it's okay? Yeah, I abuse the
parentheses.
Parentheses. This is my way to breathe. So to relax, to relax in the text, in the novel. And sometimes with this parenthesis, it's his way to appear in the novel. So him as Glissant. So this is really interesting, but really complicating the text. In addition to that, this patchwork structure of the novel represents the fragmented Caribbean archipelago. So it's a kind of mirror of the Caribbean archipelago. And like the different Caribbean islands are connected and build up a huge ensemble, so do the individual pieces and plots of the text. With Ormerod, Glissant creates in an archipelagic way a Caribbean novel, and this represents once more his unité dans la diversité. It's his unity in diversity. This nonlinear text composition can be first evidence for his neo-baroque style in Ormerod. And this homogeneous and chaotic composition is what leads to the so-called creolization of Glissant. This creolization is, together with another main concept of Glissant, with the concept of opacity, one of the main elements that constitute his neo-baroque style. Comparable to Carpentier, or to Carpentier's Mestizaje, to Édouard Glissant, creolisation is baroque. La créolisation est toujours une manifestation du baroque parce que le baroque est ce qui s'oppose, disons, au classique. Do you need a translation? Okay. Just let me know, okay? With this quotation, you can find the idea of the revolutionary neo-baroque poetics I mentioned before. Glissant considers that not only Creole and Creole language are creolizing or creolized, but that the whole world is in creolization. And this is what he calls mondialité. In English it will be globalization. So this concept of creolization is a wide concept. It includes the mixture of, I don't know if it's the proper word, of race, of ethnics, of culture and language and relations all over the world, as well as it includes an anti-Western understanding of time. So Glissant creolizes with several techniques, and one of this technique is the time structure. In Ormerod, Glissant mixes the collective history of the Caribbean with particular histories of some little Caribbean islands like St. Lucia, Martinique, and Grenada, and in this way he creolizes. This nonlinear text composition, or time composition, reflects the Creole understanding of time. And furthermore, this time concept is a rebellious feature because it is against the classical employment of time in literature. So this constitutes a kind of breach between European and Western poetic standards and Creole and neo-baroque standards. With this reversion of time and with this anachronism, Glissant manipulates and multiplies time and narration levels. For example, he changes the verb speech in a given chapter, from chapter to chapter, and even in one sentence, or from sentence to sentence. So time really jumps irregularly between past and present, as its plot jumps irregularly between past and present. So this creolization can be considered as a representation of the people's search for their roots, for their origins, in this way for the lack of collective memory of the Caribbean. Another way to creolize is the use of the oral Creole language in his work. Creole can be considered as a language of survival and of resistance against the colonizer. In this respect, is a kind of bears a kind of neo-baroque feature. Glissant uses several Creole and non-Creole languages, as French and French Creole, English and English Creole, and I think you can find other Creole languages as well. I'm not a real Creole speaker, so I don't know. But what you can see as a European reader is that Glissant superposes different languages and language registers, so both. And in this way, he creates a kind of Creole collage. Sometimes he even stresses Creole expressions in italics, which lead to really not only to an auditive patchwork, but to a real visual patchwork, as you will see with this quotation. I will try to read you this quotation, but I'm not sure how to pronounce the Creole expressions, so I just try. Évora, c'est vous, Évora, s'il n'est pas possible, Évora, ou pas ni rien, Évora, comment va Nestor, Évora, tout le monde est là, Évora, attends, c'est Évora, elle n'a rien du tout, elle a vu Pinto, Évora, il est là-bas avec eux, Évora, mi amiela la mia.